Hello? Can you guys hear me now? Yeah, I didn't get application. No? Just feeling how is everybody today? Is this better? Okay. Alright. Here and drawing. So today, while I was just like rewatching, when I was like playing Cookie Run Kingdom, I noticed we got two costumes or two pairs of costumes. They're basically different AUs. Oof, you might need a new light soon. Yeah, that or like my settings are so strange. Am I still difficult to hear? Hello? Am I still difficult? I'm still difficult to hear. Okay. Currently drawing what I think Halloween, my OC, would look like in the Quick Run character. Okay. This is so odd. Let me check my settings. Hello? I don't know why everything is acting so odd, but it's working just fine last time. I didn't change it. Hey, my Steam Bug's being up. Yes, yes he is. So, while I was reading the story of, I should probably show you the costumes. I don't know why some websites are so slow to load, but yeah. So essentially, the story behind these costumes right here is an AU or an alternate universe where Holly Berry did give in to Sloth and is just living with Eternal Sugar, I guess. And there's also another set of costumes where there's another AU where Pure Vanilla did. I don't know if he fell into deceit, but still remained as a the truthless recluse. So that got me thinking, what if we stick with this kind of AU where the ancient heroes essentially either fell victim to the beast's influence or flat out died because burning spice was just in it to kill? but for the most part fell under some sort of influence to the Beast cookies. And so, and basically, the rest of the story is still happening. Dark Enchantress Cookie is still out and about doing her thing, trying to take over the world or whatever. And now, sadly, the ancient heroes that we should be relying on or hoping for backup are kind of kaput. So in this AU story kind of thing, I just want to draw for it because I have to draw for it, or else it's gonna haunt me forever. What if like the gems, the soul gems, basically end up deciding, well, all right, you decided to follow Sloth and are choosing yourself over helping the cookie kind. They're gonna call out to a new hero to take hold of the soul gem and to be the next ancient heroes. So that's what I'm gonna draw. I'm basically gonna draw these hypothetical heroes that would basically take up the mantle of take pick up the mantle of the soul gem, one where the ancient heroes fell. And first, we're starting with. I'm gonna start off with is why is my mouse doing this for me? The Fount of Knowledge or Shadow Milk Cookie and Pure Vanilla. Hello, what you drawing today? So I'm drawing for an AU where basically the ancient heroes fall victim to the beast, either fall into influence or flat out died, either or. And the soul gem of the light of the soul gem is like, all right, time to call in for a new cookie to be the new ancient hero to wield my power. And I'm drawing these hypothetical heroes they would call to. And the one thing I've noticed, um, what the light represented changed from cookie to cookie. So like Shadow Milk Cookie was the fount of knowledge. His thing was knowledge, not necessarily truth, but it was knowledge. But when Pure Vanilla got hold of it, it became the light of truth. So I wonder if when this new hero takes over or takes hold of the Soul Gem, will the light also change as well? So I thought, why not continue with that pattern? So from knowledge to truth, for a while I pondered like what would the light turn into that still, I guess, kind of somewhat could fit within this theme. And I thought maybe justice? Because one knew everything, one knew the truth, or I guess the difference between what was lies and what was true. And I guess the next progression would be justice. Using that knowledge of truth and deceit, they would try to uphold justice. So I guess I'm gonna try to make a cookie. So when they do obtain this soul gem, oh hi Wolfheart, the light of truth would become the light of justice. By the way, I finished the design of Elowin in Cookie Run Kingdom Universe. I'll send it on the Discord. Okay. Alright, gotta open up Discord and get that ready. Hi Adam. Oh Candy Apple, this is cute. Give me a hot second. So this is the character that Candy Apple drew in the Cookie Run Kingdom style. She looks very, very cute. She looks like she's wearing a similar top I am right now. I watched the live action How to Train Your Dragon. I loved it. It was very loyal to the original. got me feeling like a kid watching original animated movies. That's nice. Yeah, from what I hear, this live action at least stuck to the material, which was why a lot of people were happy. So I'm glad you liked it. I kind of don't really outstick the original, but I'm glad you liked it. I'm still wanna watch it, so no spoilers, please. I mean, Wolfheart pretty said it was loyal to the original, so I'm guessing if you've already watched the original, you already know what's gonna happen with like a few added details, I guess. Get out of here. I wish they would stop making live action remakes at this point. I learned a very valuable lesson of if it isn't broke, don't fix it. Thanks, Disney. Yeah, pretty much. Hi, Strawberry. So I was thinking for this new character, I also noticed because I'm just taking in a lot of details and facts of with this Shadow Milk is magic. Pure Vanilla is a healer. It seems like their classes will also change, so if you have the same soul gem, you won't have the same, I guess, classing. So I thought maybe instead of this Justice person being a healer, they're a charge character, so they're usually in the front lines. So I thought I'd make them a swordsman of some kind. Yeah, they did the original scene with different angles and other shortening and lighting certain moments and saying the same thing with different words. Sounds about right. So I thought I'd try to make this Justice Cookie a swordsman. So I went on Pinterest looking up a bunch of different swordsman outfits. And I really like this one side cape. I really want to keep the cape and like this chest part area here. And I guess I don't know if I want to give him like short shorts because that would look very strange. But I thought maybe I could combine it with like these nice pants. Or should I try find a more like general looking? Is your mic glitchy? Your voice keeps going out. Darn, my mic is still not working. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Um. Hold tight for a minute. I'm gonna try change something. Where is it? Alright, maybe it's just this one. It's not working. Let's see. Hello? Is this working better? Okay, so I'm going to read a paragraph and you guys tell me if I'm cutting out or not. Said story. What's bothering you, my dearest other half? So, Hollyberry Cookie heard a voice, sweet like the most delectable cotton candy cloud, with a gentle smile, eternal sugar slowly descent in front of her. Eternal sugar cookie, my sweetling, what troubles you? Where was I? A gust of fragrant summer breeze caresses Hollyberry's face. That's never setting brilliant sun shone brightly upon the idyllic scenery of a blossoming garden of delights. It was breathtaking as the bringer of happiness herself. Your voice randomly cuts out. Ah, man. Well, it's either my mic or my computer. Hmm. Let's settings. What's wrong? Uh, um, am I still not being heard right? Hmm. Mic remakes. Let's see. I can hear you fine. But yeah, it's cutting out. Well, I guess you guys are just gonna have to bear with me, I guess. Uh-oh. And the music cuts out, of course it does. Um, it's not super bad. Okay. So let's see if I can get the music back. Why'd the music come on? Oh man, why? Wait, Dell display, that's not right. Turn. Man, I don't know why the music's cutting out. I don't change the settings, and when I come back, all of a sudden everything's just falling apart for whatever reason. Default. I think this was and what the hello? Oh, is the music back at least? Okay. Well, we're gonna just work with what we got, I guess. So I really like this one-sided, one-shoulder cape and this top part, and I don't want to give him like, I guess, any sort of like hip cape because he's already got tailcoat, tail or something because he's already got this cape. So I'm wondering if I should just like give him regular pants and his high boots, or I can just give him very poofy pants. And I guess the theming I'm going for, at least for the generalized theming of these new characters, I guess I'm kind of somewhat going D&D themed, since these cookies will not become kings and queens. And maybe, I guess to help flesh out the idea a little bit more, I guess we can talk a little bit more about like who these characters are. So for those of you who do play Cookie Run Kingdom and have played through the Cookie Run Kingdom Odyssey, there is there are descendants of the original inhabitants of the Vanilla Kingdom, and majority of them supposedly escaped and started the Creme Republic. I'm gonna turn on my phone, see if I can look up the Okay, so um I can kind of hear the little cutting out noise, but hopefully it's not too bad. I don't know. But yeah, this cookie is from the Creme Republic. After noticing that Pure Vanilla has not returned after their like battle with, after saying they're going to, Gingerbrave sent a letter saying that hey, something happened to Pure Vanilla, we can't find him. He's been taken over by Shadow Milk Cookie. Clotted Cream Cookie sent one of the best soldiers he had that he could spare, which would be this cookie. I have yet to come up with a name, to go out and try to save Pure Vanilla. But as they go, for today's film news gossip, Ghost Rider is joining the MCU. No one knows who will be Ghost Rider though. That sounds cool. Now I gotta find it. You guys come with me. Hmm. Hopefully some hopefully someone not Nicolas Cage. Someone not Nicolas Cage, like, or Ghost Rider. I think I like it. I hear that the cast of for the Avengers have revoked against Disney. I guess they're tired of being treated like garbage. Yeah, there's just a lot of striking going on. It's yeah, it's hard to keep up with all of it. Like I hear SAG after the game striking has recently ended, which I don't know. I don't really trust SAG after like learning some stuff about it and showing that it doesn't necessarily have its members' interest at heart. For Ghost Rider, there's a rumor that Johnny Depp is gonna be Ghost Rider. I highly doubt it. I haven't really seen Johnny Depp do any major projects other than like doing a few commercials here and there. So I'll be surprised if he starts doing movies again. But like after how Hollywood chewed him and spat him out, I don't know how he would feel. I wonder how Johnny Depp would portray Ghost Rider. I guess for me, since I haven't really watched Ghost Rider, I wouldn't really know like how he was portrayed before. His new interpretation, I guess. Clinton Barton, Hawkeye, was in a fatal accident that left him crippled for a while. He did recover, but Disney to work twice as much wanted to work twice as much for half the original pay this would easily come to. Oh yeah, no, I would definitely be pissed off if that's like, yeah, I just went through a life-threatening injury and now you're telling me to work twice as hard, but not paying me compensation for that? No way. The resort in Hawaii that they filmed the resort in Hawaii that they filmed the live action Lilo Stitch has been overrun with Disney fans, so no one's surprised. Oh wow. I mean, I guess it really just depends whose perspective you're looking at it from and like what exactly the fans are doing. If they're like going and like actually spending money at the area, ching for the business, but if they're just going there to gawk, then yeah, that'd be pretty annoying, I guess. Yes. And still not really happy about like how Disney handled Lilo and Stitch. I still think it kind of low key sucks, even though I did learn some new things that did happen within the film that I guess would have been cool to see, I guess, if they had followed the original story, but yeah. But if, I guess, spoilers, I guess, I didn't watch the movie, but I have been told things that do happen within the movie, I guess. With the animated and live action, you need to add more in live action than the movie. You can add more in live action than the animated. Mhm. So apparently this one thing change I guess would have been cool if they followed the context of the original story was. So if you guys remember the surfing beach scene where a wave knocks over Nani, Lilo, and Stitch, and Stitch is low-key drowning. In the original, Stitch is trying to climb up on top of Lilo so he can keep his head above water, but in the process is taking her down with him. So Nani kicks him off and leaves David to save her. In the live-action remake, in that same scene that happened, no one could. Lilo was trying to save Stitch from drowning, but as she was doing so, Stitch realizes if she does try to help, he'll only drag her down with her, so he lets go of her hand. I only just found out that the live action How to Train Your Dragon who plays Stoic is Stoic's voice actor in the original movie. Yeah, a few of the actors in How to Train Your Dragon live action is kind of just their voice actors. Like Astrid, that is Astrid's voice actor. Disney needs to make originals, not remakes. But they also need to make sure that the originals are good. Step it up, Disney. Like the newest film coming out is Elio, and after watching the trailer, I'm just not interested in Elio's story. I don't know, maybe it'll be another sleeper one where it on the surface appears not interesting but could be the most heartfelt thing ever. Who knows? But right now, from what I'm seeing, I'm just not interested. I mean, people were hoping Wish would be a sleeper and look what happened. I guess I'm hoping it'll turn out like an Elemental. Well, kind of. I do hope it does well, but I hope it is actually a good story, essentially. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Elio. It seems fine. I don't know. It just doesn't seem all that interesting, I guess. If anything, it'll be entertaining to children. But the thing is, I don't know. I'm kind of sad when it slowly but surely starting to get saddened by it's children's entertainment. Why are you so being so critical about it? Because Bluey exists. Bluey is a genuinely good show that's good for adults, teenagers, preschoolers. Everybody enjoys it. So if Bluey can exist and do good, be not only entertaining, have good lessons, good morals, genuinely entertaining, have good music, lovable characters, good acting. It kind of it kind of sets a bar. Yes, Bluey's the new standard. Because Bluey's genuinely good. So I'm sorry, you no, so you can't say, well, it's a kids movie, so well, Bluey exists. Bluey's for literal preschoolers. So why do preschoolers get amazing stuff and everyone else is kind of just like eat the scraps you get? Something that I find funny is that live action fans peer pressure Disney to make live action remakes of Cinderella in 2013, which sparked the live action craze. Darren is quite funny. Oh yeah, I can see the irony. That is very funny. I know a few stories where actors acted through injuries. Leonardo DiCaprio cut his hand on glass and acted through it. The blood you'll see in the film is actually his blood. Yikes. I love the episode and music rating. I don't understand that. I think Wish was good. The only problem was the villain song, the song, and the animals sing. If only they stuck to the original story. I love Star, but we could have had Starboy. Oh yeah, I've heard about Starboy. Yeah, I like the concept of Starboy too. I wish they did that. You'll have to be more specific on your why song. My favorite Bluey episode is Baby Race, Onesie, and Sleepy Time, I think is what it was called. Uh-oh. Whoops. Actually, I actually have a star plushie that lights up. My IRL friend gave it to me as a Christmas present. Oh, that's sweet. I mean, why are fans pushing for live action remake of Cinderella when other people have done it multiple times? Yeah, there are like hundreds of different versions of Cinderella made by different companies, different studios. It's like, aren't you guys tired of enough Cinderellas? And the thing is, the world is full of fairy tales. You literally could use any of them as a starting point for stories. And what should I should I make this character more of a paladin? Because you have a jester, a king. Should I make him more of a knight slash paladin? So that means a sword and shield. But the thing is, passion. I don't know if I want to change passion's typing. I think I do. And if I want a pure live action story, then they better give us her animal friends. Paladin needs more. Okay. I guess I should look up more paladin outfits then. But yeah, because these heroes are not going to become kings. Like they're gonna return to like their home kingdoms, but remain as their as what they are. Like legit talking animals, not just pet mice and birds that do nothing. What else was but yeah, I wish Disney would just I don't know, I guess look at other fairy tales and Disneyfy them, I guess, because that's generally what they do. There's a rumor going around that someone is trying to find a film company that is willing to greenlight them remaking James Cameron's Titanic. Okay, if you're gonna try to remake James Cameron, that is already a high bar. That's already a very high bar. So they better be very talented or they better know what they're doing. Because James Cameron is, I don't know, controversial as I don't know what people think of him. Some people like him, some people don't. He knows what he's doing. At least Beauty and the Beast live action tried with all the transformed humans. The live actions I don't mind. That I like. I don't mind. I don't hate, but I don't necessarily love. But I do give them applause for trying. Would be Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast. Cinderella. Cinderella was fine. I just love the blue dress. I love the scene where the fairy godmother transformed her dress and the dress. That was beautiful. Maybe I need to get more clothes. We just got the Ice Queen and Frozen. We need some more of the other cultures. I would love Greek stories. That's not just Hercules. They could make a movie of the little match girl with a class, which is a classic fairy tale, or something like that instead of making these trashy remakes. Well, Disney never buys these fairy tales. Actually, Disney never really owned the copyright of the majority of these stories because they're in public domain. They're stories. Yeah. So there's a lot of stories that should be within public domain now. And it's not like Disney back then didn't like go out and do their research on like certain stories. Like when they were making Coco, Mulan, Encanto, they did their research. They did they did their research. So I wouldn't put it past them if they saw like other countries and their fairy tales, and we're going to basically Disneyfy that or put their spin on it. I wouldn't put it past them to do their research. That's for sure. Candy, they have already done that. 2D animated shorts with Little Match Girl. But they still should know about other fairy tales. I mean, Hansel and Gretel could be a really good expansive story if Disney put the work in it. Think about the Jungle Book. The key word is in the name book, as in the book in the public domain. So Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, etc. Actually, guys, if you go on YouTube and search up this YouTuber, I think they call themselves Sarcastic Studios. They like to basically, um, not always, but they like to tell stories of myths and legends from ancient civilizations or myths from old times, like Greek stories, Norse, and all that. And one story I find interesting was the story of the Lindworm, and I think that was Norwegian. And they showed us so many cool different stories that Disney could totally take up and could totally just make a story out of, make a movie out of if they really wanted to and put in the work. Shame they didn't. And I'd like to show you guys, but apparently I got in trouble with showing an ASMR video in one of my streams. I got strikes and I got in trouble because the person who owned the video did not like me sharing the video in the stream. So I can't show you guys because I don't like them. I know who they are. I love to binge their retelling of the Journey to the West. It's those guys. And they're really, really cool. I found someone on YouTube made their own animated version of the Jungle Book. I think it's called Sun's Tears or something. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. I mean, as long as they don't do something bad within 90 days, they'll get rid of it. So, yeah. I won't be showing, like, other people's stuff for a long time until that strike is gone. So, yeah. That was a little bit of a scare. So, yeah. That was a bit of a scare. So, I will be a good person. I'll be a good boy and do that stuff. Hmm. But yeah, so there's a lot of neat stories they can go out if they really don't want to trust original stories. If they really don't want it. They can literally just look into the world and you'll find stories everywhere. Like the story of Anansi, the spider from Africa, who I think this thing was Anansi, the spider who found stories. You literally could make a movie about that if you really wanted to. And I remember reading that story in like elementary school. And it's an African story too, so there's your DEI thing right there if you really need to do that. BRB, gotta put food away. Okay. Something that I found sad is that Walt Disney funded Disney as an animation company, and now they rarely touch animation and just focus on live action, citing that they're changing with the times. Yeah, but if they look up changing with the times, indie animation is booming. Well, I don't know if booming is the word, but you can see a high demand for indie animation stuff. Keep rolling too. And also, changing of the time doesn't give any excuse to not make good stories or just to vomit up old stories and try to repackage it as something new. Let's see. Gotta go. It was nice hanging out with y'all. Sorry I can't hang out for long. It's okay, Wolfheart. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let's see. There's so there's where are the darn it, forgot the um maybe in quotes. I, hmm. I keep what was that one cookie? The irony is that Snow White was the very first animated film that gave baby Jews and the live action even though everybody thought Walt Disney was Snow White. Oh, that's Madeline. That was mm, Mike. So this cookie here is from the Creme Republic and was in the Paladin Academy, which thankfully I chose we chose Paladin because apparently there's an entire academia that are there to help train paladins. So I guess it'd be a return to form for like a paladin from the Krem Republic who are supposedly the descendants of the Vanillian Kingdom to regain the Soul Gem.
Work goes smoothly when you know the right steps. With Asana, you can coordinate tasks across teams and stay on track so your team can spend more time celebrating wins. Try it for free at asana.com.
You know what? I'm gonna give him a Marvel. Maybe a paladin, but he is a nerdy paladin. TB. Happy birthday. I'm gonna give him a Marvel, guys. I just, I don't know why. It's imagine getting defeated with like by a paladin who's immortal. I don't know why that seems funny to me. The irony of human arrogance and recklessness led to the death of 1,500 people on the moon that killed 5 more paladins. Yeah, humans be doing that. I don't know why. Maybe they, I guess because Snow White really shot themselves in the foot. And also, like, their lead actress did not take things gracefully at all. Alright, let's try it. Let's see if we can draw him. What else was there? Mm, oh yeah, also I wanted to like do a little like thought experiment with when writing Eternal Sugar's story because there's like some things I feel like they just kind of well I guess because they did think about it but just chose not to write it. Like what if like this was like my thoughts before chapter 10 of Eternal Sugar came out. Like what if like Eternal Sugar's thing was that she doesn't really know what true happiness is. So she fed herself this belief that whoever held the other half of her soul gem would complete her. But what if she took that to the extreme because she is kind of the extreme? Like so that therefore it could have been anyone. It could have been anyone as long as they held the soul gem, she would have quote unquote fell in love with anyone. And what would happen in this story if the soul gem no longer belonged to Holly Berry after Holly Berry chose to fall into the despair of sloth, chosen the hero? What would this eternal sugar do? Since the one thing that connected the her and this other cookies was the soul gem, which no longer belongs to them. Is my mic working? Yeah, it is. Just making sure. That is an interesting parallel with that. Should I give this guy a smile or should I just give him a disgrace? Love the half animated boy class that I gave him. I gave him a monocle. I'm like, you know what? This guy is about justice, so while he's beating up your ass, he'll also be telling you your legal rights. With his like giant sword. And this is the cookie who I guess earns the respect of the light of truth from the soul gem. And the soul gem decided to implant itself in his sword. And the light of truth will transform and become the light of justice. And the thing is, he doesn't hate, well, he certainly doesn't understand why um, Pure Vanilla fell for the tricks or decided to fall into the sea or to give up on life, I guess. He probably won't really understand, at least not for a good while. But his theory is that maybe because Pure Vanilla's just been around for so long and he's had to endure so much, maybe a sweet lie brought him comfort. That is his understanding, at least. Whether it's true or not, that is something he'll have to find out and he'll have to discover on his own. But he does wishes the best for Pure Vanilla, even if, as Truthless Recluse, he can't really appreciate it in the moment. He'll wish Truthless Recluse like the best of luck and that he finds his light again. But he's like, but sadly, um, Dark Enchantress Cookie is still out there planning to destroy Pure Vanilla. I cannot let such injustice run free. I wish I made him look a little bit more impressive, but I don't know, I'm not the best at drawing characters as Cookie. What was I gonna do here? Yeah, I guess I'll describe him closer. He's perfect. Yeah, I guess so, because he won't be a king, so he'll still be a loyal soldier to his home, the Krem Republic. I still find that a little silly. The Krem Republic, because they roll the R sometimes. Krem, the Krem Republic. So I don't know. I find it just a tad funny sometimes. I can't wait to see what he's gonna be like when he quits. Let's see. Where's this guy? Uh, uh, hmm. And I think I'm gonna, when I do eventually get to Hollyberry and Eternal Sugar, I'm gonna turn their hero into a healer. And there and Eternal Sugar's thing was happiness. Holly Berry was passion. I'm still debating if I want their next hero to be either peace or love. I don't know, love might be too close to passion, but I also don't mind if I went down the route of peace. Sorry, I haven't been talking lately. I'm working on giving Ghostlight Cookie a tarot card. Ooh, nice. Which tarot are they? Oh, that love this. Thank you. I'm just, I don't know, storing it whenever I think it's nice. Oh, alright. Just shut up. Okay. Hot. Figure out what's going on. Uh-oh. How do I turn this off? Darn it. Alright, so apparently this won't let me move. That is annoying. I sent her tarot card in Discord. Okay. Why won't you just go away? Alright. Let's see. How do I delete that? Okay, there we go. Finally did. And also, can you set that in Discord? Give me a second. Oh, so it's the moon. Okay. I got him. Why are you doing this? Well, I guess the scale is just gonna be hidden by the soul gem. The soul gem is supposed to represent that anyway, so we'll just have to deal with that. and throw in some like ideas of what this guy's going to probably be essentially be. What is?
Now at Verizon, we have some big news for your peace of mind.
What are
For
you
all our
drawing?
customers, existing and new,
Uh,
we're locking in low
Let me get rid
prices
of
for 3 years guaranteed on.
that. Out of here.
With Monday.com's intuitive work management platform,
Get
you
out of
have the
here, Adam.
power, not IT, not admin.
So essentially, let me do a quick. So in Cookie Run Kingdom, there is a special set of costumes for Holly Berry return sugar, and that costume story is an alternate universe where Holly Berry does not conquer Sloth, but falls into her influence and stays in the garden, essentially losing, I guess. So I thought, what if I apply that AU to all the ancient heroes and their counterparts? And now that they're no longer able to properly wield their soul gem, which is pure light, the soul gem calls out to a new hero to become the new hero. And so I'm drawing these cookies who would take up these soul gems and become the new heroes to carry on the legacy of the ancient heroes because they could no longer do it. So in this example, the Fountain of Knowledge falls to deceit and becomes Shadow Milk Cookie, Cookie of Deceit. So the good part of the Soul Gem goes to Pure Vanilla, who, with it, the Soul Gem becomes the Soul Jam of Truth. But since he has fallen into deceit thanks to Shadow Milk Cookie, the Soul Gem calls out to this guy to carry on the good mission of protecting Cookie kind. So when this cookie inherits the Soul Gem becomes the the light of justice. And I'm gonna try to do that for all the other cookies with their ancients and beasts. Oops. That's essentially what we're doing. And I think I just finished. So this cookie is from the Krem Republic and was sent to try find out what happened to Pure Vanilla. Sadly, he was not able to convince Pure Vanilla to embrace the light of truth. It's a fantastic way to go about the AU. Yeah, that sounds amazing. In the Cookie Run Kingdom universe, I'm making a canon that Gaslight Cookie is the reincarnation reincarnation of the ancient that time forgot, who in fact need Gaslight Cookie. I still need to write out a story though. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's really neat. Yeah, when I first read Ghostlight, for some reason I almost read that as the Gaslight, and I thought, oh, Gaslight District. I was like, nope, I got the brain rot, but no, it was Ghostlight. And then I thought of Litwick for some reason. I don't know, that name just makes me think of a lot of things. So there we go. We got our Paladin, Hero of Justice. Gaslight District mentioned, yeah. When you said Ghostlight, for some reason my brain was like, Gaslight District. Love their design so much. They're very, because they've been to the academy, they're very militant in nature. Very militant, very much sticks to the rule books, but also I do want them to learn a little bit from these two. Like, while yes, deceit and lies and pure vanilla, I still have to like figure out what it is. I do want them to learn a little bit about from these two, so that makes them a tad bit stronger. While like, yes, he understands that sometimes the hard truths are not wanting to be heard. But I think what he learns is that sometimes there is a time and place for hard truths, and that not everybody, sadly, is capable or truly able to handle hard truths. But if you want to uphold justice, sometimes the truth does not care about your feelings. But in terms of other things, yeah, sometimes there is a time and place for hard truths. And also really depends who you're talking to. So while yes, he does understand Shadowmilk's plight, it's also like, yeah, but there's also a time and place for certain things. Sometimes certain cookies can't handle hard truths like, we're cookies. In the eyes of the witches, we are desserts, and we're meant to be eaten. And he's like, yeah, there are some things that cookies just don't need to know. But yeah, hopefully I'll come up with a name for him eventually. But for now, he's just Hero of Justice. Justice. So he gets his own little folder. Next set of cookies, like I said, I wanted to get to was Hollyberry and Eternal Sugar. Because I really want to mess around with Eternal Sugar a bit. Because I feel like there was some missed opportunities that they could have gone about, but they didn't in favor of what they did. Like, I really wish they messed with the idea of like, because she does, for some reason, despite being like the herald of happiness, she herself does not understand or what is genuine happiness. And that's why she kind of feels so incomplete. So when she got the idea of once I find my other half, I will be whole, she fell in love with the idea of what that was, but not necessarily this person whom I should learn about, not the person in general. You want to make it worse for the witches who are eating the cookies. Yeah. And the thing is, though, when it comes to the witches, I don't know, there's so many of them, it's kind of hard to tell which one wants to do which. Updated version? I mean, yeah, so Candy Apple updated their drawing. Now they got a new tarot card in hand, which is really, really cool. But the thing is, I don't know, throughout the Cookie Run games, from what we've seen, it's not like the witches go out into the world, hunt down cookies to eat them. It kind of just seems like they make these cookies, they run away, and they're like, whatever, I can just do something else, and they just kind of F off. Because, like, yeah, for the most part, it doesn't really seem like the witches really care or really go out of their way to look for them. They kind of just make them. Hey, if something happens, they'll mess with it, but they won't really like hunt them down or something. The only witch that actually did do something was the Witch of Light, and that was to literally steal away the beast cookies when they started to create destruction instead of do good like she intended. They aren't the ones who made cookie kind. They make us turn into cookies, far and slumber. Oh, are you talking about like the other game, the newest game? The Witch's Tower? They only have them for as they only have them as their second thought. Hi, Midnight. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I don't know how connected the games are to each other. Some people say they're like a multiverse or like different they're basically alternate universes from each other. While they have similar principles, they are different alternate universes. And that's the kind of the side I generally lead on. But yeah, I can see like some connecting things of each other, but I'm not entirely sure how connected they are to each other. So yeah. Um I really just wanted to mess with like Eternal Sugar and like her ideas of what love is. Because I really think it would have hit a little bit more if she was in love with the concept of my soulmate will complete me. So who are you drawing? So we just finished. Alright, now I gotta do it this whole. Alright, so in the costumes. So in Cookie Run Kingdom, there are these two cookies and they have a special costume. And these costumes are basically an alternate universe where Holly Berry does not conquer Sloth, but falls into Eternal Sugar's hands and thus stays with her in the garden. So I thought, what if all the heroes fell for their beasts for one reason or another? And since a Dark Enchantress cookie is still out and about doing her thing, the soul gems that are still good are like, well, okay, I can't trust this guy anymore because they fall into the beast, and thus call out into the cookie world to find their chosen new champion. And so for these guys, the soul gem of truth called out to this guy, and he ventured to Beasties and managed to, I guess, deem himself worthy of the soul gem. And the soul gem's like, all right, I choose you, new hero, and became the soul gem of justice. And this is this guy. And while he can understand Shadowmilk's plight of why he became who he is, he doesn't really understand why Pure Vanilla fell into darkness. He still wishes Pure Vanilla the best, but he must go out and save the cookie kind first. I can't wait to see Golden Cheese. Yeah, I'm excited for Golden Cheese too, but let's see if we have time for that though. will you give your Soul Gem wielder a nickname? Hopefully. I just don't know what to call them, so I just call them by what their new Soul Gem is. Feel free to leave some names in the comments if you have an idea. Pokemon reference. I don't know what to name them. So for now, this is just Hero of Justice. So now we're moving on to these two. Eternal Sugar Cookie was once the Soul Gem of Happiness. I'm gonna spell happiness. I'm pretty sure I spelled that wrong. Happiness, just pretend I spelled that right. And but when it went over to Hollyberry, it became the Soul Gem of Passion. How about Silver Blade Cookie? Ooh, that's really good. I'm just gonna write that in the corner there for a bit. Just gonna write that in the corner there to remember. So now, but because Hollyberry fell into sloth, and the Soul Gem no longer deems her worthy, she calls out to a new hero to come. And one cookie did respond. I managed to overcome the trial and fight the apple of pain, fruit of pain, whatever it was. And the Soul Gem was like, you got spunk, kid. I like this cookie. Yeah, and became this Soul Gem. Yeah. I'm still debating if I want it to be love or peace. I'm still kind of deciding. The berry of pain, yeah. Because Hollyberry in this AU did not eat the berry of pain and decided to stay with Eternal Sugar, while this new cookie did. Fearlessly bit into the berry of pain. Yeah, I'm still contemplating if I want it to be the Soul Gem of love or peace. But we have to wait. But hopefully, after like doodling and sketching, we'll come up with it eventually. And I think it'll be ironic where it's these long line of lady. What if the new Soul Jammer of love is just a guy? For Justice Cookie, I have the name Segi Cookie. Segi means justice. That could be his paladin, maybe. I'm just gonna write that down. I'm just gonna write things down because I will forget things very easily. Oops. E. Okay, so I gotta save, reopen it here. So yeah, this cookie is from the Hollyberry Kingdom. So he knows of his queen. He looks up to his queen. Gotta go. Hanging out at the beach for Father's Day. Okay. Thanks for hanging out with us, Coda. And have a happy Father's Day. And enjoy the beach. Let's see. but I do want to keep up. I'm gonna make it large, like Holly Berry. By the way, the Eternal Berry costumes make me think the Sage of Truth and Toothless Recluse are the same. Because, yeah, Truthless Recluse and Sage of Truth is basically an AU story. Although the story might be a bit different, it is essentially an AU. And I guess I have to reread the story because I guess I'm just not picking up certain things that other people are. Because people are saying the Sage of Truth is still not a good guy because he's telling people hard truths despite what people feel, I guess. I don't know anatomy class. Okay, so I have something to say about Ghostlight Cookie Soul Jam. Okay. So I'm making a Star Witch cookie. Oops. So I'm making a Star Witch cookie that I think she would be a burning spice cookie minion. I need help with names. Does anyone got ideas? For burning spice also, someone here to say hello to you guys. Maybe you should name her after a spicy food or a spicy herb. Hi, Riza. Star pepper cookie. Hi, Callie. Yes, she has come to take in the praise of her people. You know how in some depictions of the it's like a movement. Star pepper typically refers to a Brazilian starfish. That's basically what it is. Oh, okay. Alright, bye, cat. Actually, I'm doing D&D stuff, so what class could these guys be? Oh yeah, I was gonna make them a cleric because I was gonna change. So this is a bomber. This is a defense. I was gonna make the next person a healer because that is everything that Holly Berry is not doing. So Soul Gem of Passion called out to a cookie who holds as much love as it does. Okay, so while I was gone, I actually managed to download Cookie Run Kingdom on my phone. Oh? And how are you enjoying the game? How about the soul gem of empathy? Maybe. I'm just gonna write that down because I'll forget it if I don't. Maybe give the new cookie a braid long. Give the new cookie a braid long sleeves. Or support type. Yeah, either support or a healer. I got golden cheese, cookie, and dark cacao cookie and random pulls. You are lucky, my friend. Took me forever to get those guys. But yeah, congratulations on getting those two. That means you can get their like upgrade. Maybe a super bubbly healer. Ooh, bubblegum based. And she uses her bubblegum to cure. I like healer. Uh, Here we go. Yeah, this cookie comes from the Hollyberry Kingdoms. She's a bit different from the rest of the cookies in her kingdom. While the rest of the folks in her kingdom are feisty cookies who are ready to fight with full passions, she's usually the one on the sidelines with her med kit ready to help any Hollyberrian that may have been a little bit too zealous in their fighting. Thus, she's the one who has to take care of them. The funny thing is, I still don't have Hollyberry Cookie. Well, I mean, I think in the most recent gacha, you have a chance up to get her, so hopefully you can. Yes. Never give them a pink hell palette if they're bubblegum flavor. If I ever get Cookie Run Kingdom, I'd never get this kind of luck. I mean, Cookie Run Kingdom, except for the costume gacha, the rest of the gacha, which is basically the cookie gacha, is pretty generous, all things considered. You can be a free-to-play player, and you can still relatively pull off. Hollyberry was the first ancient I pulled. For me, the first ancient I pulled was Pure Vanilla Cookie, which is ironic because he's also my favorite cookie, so I have a bias for him. He is my bias. Hollyberry Cookie was one of my first pulls as a free-to-play player. And I think I want to make this cookie actually the smallest cookie of the group. Because I'm just like looking at my cookie guide. My cookie guide is basically cookies are generally 2 heads tall. Generally 2 heads tall. Best feeling when you get your favorite. The only very rare luck I have was when I got Shadow Mode Cookies Soul Stone. Oh guys, I had the craziest luck in the newest update when Hollyberry Awaken came out. I got her Awaken form in the first 10 pull I had. That was crazy. Yeah. So I want her to be the smallest of this group, which is ironic because she comes from the Hollyberry Kingdom. The Hollyberry Kingdom citizens are very feisty people. Not in a, like, nasty way, but I guess they're like her, where if they're very passionate about something, they're willing to fight for it, I guess you could say. How? I don't know. It was that one time luck I had. Now that's OP. She's a bubbly passionate. And I think that goes for most of the kingdom. So I guess what makes this cookie stick out a little bit more is that she's not necessarily a bubbly passionate. She is passionate, but I guess she's more relaxed and chill. She's like that one nurse character while she's sitting on the side while a bunch of people are like beating each other up. One of them gets knocked out and just falls flat on their face at her feet. She just puts down her cup of tea and just drags them into her clinic so she can take care of them. And she's like, just another Tuesday. Ghostlight Soul Gem is the soul gem of rebirth. Ooh, that's really cool. Should I just give her a flat out staff? Does anyone have like any other fun ideas of like what instrument she should have? Other than like a flat out stethoscope or something? Because yeah, um because Pure Vanilla had a staff and that was his thing. I'm like, is there anything else I could give her? And that's like just not a flat out staff. But I also just don't want to flat out give her like, I don't know, a giant needle or something. Big mallet, big needle. Darn it. Darn it, Midnight, you and I have the same brain when I was like, no giant needles. Funny idea, big hammer. She's like, I am going to heal the heck out of you guys and just whacks people with the hammer. We need a body base from Google to get an idea for their staff. Maybe. But it's like, maybe a pickaxe. Okay, maybe her soul gem will be a necklace, but she holds a vase. I am totally not because I am looking over at Songale's amazing character design. I'm looking at vases. Yes. You're hurt. Bonk. You're healed. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give her a vase, and that vase is filled with healing filled with healing juice. You're hurt. She's just gonna pour a whole bunch of juice over you and be like, "Oh my gosh, you're covered in cuts," and just pours a whole lot of juice on you. She's like, "Oh no, you have a paper cut," and she's ready to pour like citrus juice over your head. Okay, so I was thinking. Okay, I was thinking about one of those toy guns. Oh, she and Sun Baby would be base buddies. Or maybe she just took one of his bases. I don't know. Ugh. Juice gun. Oh my gosh. If you guys make a character that wields a juice gun, I would like to see that. If you do it, if you guys do it. Juice water gun. The juice gun is just basically a water gun. You just put juice instead of water in it. Paper doses you in healing juice. Actual injuries. Precisely. Dab. Precisely dabs juice. Maybe I will. If you do that, Midnight Cookie, you have to show me the final results afterwards. Would you like to know a fact about spider sugar cookie and sour centipede cookie? If you'd like to, hit us with it. But yeah, there's our base. So would it be funny if my Star Witch cookie uses her staff like a whacking stick? That'd be awesome. I'm all for like unusual weaponry in Cooter's Kingdom. Unlike the Wokalone counterparts, they are more like a couple. Oh, okay. Soul change here. I mean, how big is this character? Decent size. So she'll wear the soul gem, which is a heart shape. But maybe it's also maybe I gotta find something else so she wears one of these. That's gonna be one gaudy necklace if she's wearing this necklace. Ooh, maybe she could wear it on her hip. And she can like wear a sash. So when she went to the Garden of Delights, it's a good thing that this cookie has no sense of smell. So she could not smell the sweet, sugary aroma that is in the garden. So she was very much unfazed by that trap. Yes, sash charm. And maybe she would like bedazzle. I mean, it's already a gem as it is, but she'll bedazzle her little scarf hip thing with even more jewelries. Oh, I love it. Yep. She's in a kingdom that loves juice, partying. I say partying, but more like balls and festivals, and she can't smell things. Though that coarse bitter fox cookie and spider sugar cookie have a dynamic mix with Rainbow Factory cake. Oh, okay. Let's make and we make this into a bow. And she has all little trinkets that dangle in front. Now we need to look up some designs, or at least some inspirations. Her whole sash is covered with charms and gems. Webby and Ryan RFAU are exes, and Ryan being a bad guy is Webby. Oh, okay. What do you all think would happen if Eternal Sugar was not corrupted with Heisei Godzilla? I do not know what Heisei Godzilla is, so I'm not entirely sure. And what if Eternal Sugar was corrupted? I guess Eternal Sugar would be trying to find a way to calm down Godzilla, I guess. Hmm. Maybe let's look at I can't find the citizen. It's Godzilla from old Tao movies. Okay. I never watched many Godzilla movies, so I would not know. Still would not know. I'm still trying to figure out, like, what kind of clothing are these? Because this is a realm of big poofy dresses. Very relatable, I guess. There were like common cookies in here. Find them. Yeah, a lot of bonnets, dresses. Hmm. Hmm. I don't really know what to do because I wanted to fit in with the Hollyberry people. Because I have this weird crossover where they meet, slowly become friends. I know each other. Sure, you would want to spread joy and happiness. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Let's. Ooh, the one with the magenta hair looks super happy. Yeah, everyone in the Hollyberry Kingdom is pretty happy. And from that friendship, there's blossomed all loving friendship and all their hardship and tragedies. Oh, okay. Alright, let's. Maybe instead of like a long skirt, her dress is more short up to the knees. Bow and hair is curly. I think this might fit her aesthetic a bit more. Just either make it more pink and or purple-ish, or we can just keep it green. I'm not entirely sure yet. Is it weird that I have a crossover in my character app? I mean, character app is meant to do that kind of thing. BRB, okay. Alright, I want this skirt, but I might give her a different top. Let's try this. It just have this feeling that Godzilla fans will like me weirdly for this. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But as long as you're enjoying it, do what you do. What was I doing? Force it. I sent something to Discord. Okay, give me a second. The first one is Ghost Light Cookie, and is gonna wear when she gets blood back. The second one is what she's gonna wear when she's reborn. Okay. Sorry, every time I see Ghost Light Cookie, I want to say Gaslight Cookie for some reason. But these are cool dresses. These are really cool, Candy Apple. Can't wait to see them when you draw them on your character. Now the heels. And she's gonna wear gloves because healing. Spider Sugar Cookie is her fun. Spider siblings still, and they are the reason she is a support. Oh, okay. Thanks for the relationship I made. It's too wholesome for me. A very strange wholesome, that's for sure. Back. Hello. So we. Oops. So I got the design. I might just get rid of the sash. The sash is kind of getting in the way of the dress, but I am gonna keep the soul gem on it. Poof out her dress. I love the girls' designs. Like, come on, who wouldn't have thought of interacting that would happen? I certainly didn't, so you have a whole lot more interesting mind than I do. I think because of Sour Centipede Cookie have mirror powers. He's a range or support. Yeah, I can see a range or support. But you already have a support, so maybe you need a range character. Maybe you could be a crown for her soul gem. I mean, maybe, but she's from Hollyberry, so only the royalty wear crowns. Like what Eternal Sugar Cookie has. Eternal Sugar Cookie has a crown? Oh, I just thought that was a headband. I legit look at that as like, huh, that's a neat headband. I guess, but I want my cookies to be different from their predecessors. Yeah, she has a crown. She's royalty. This girl's a peasant. Wait, her? The Hollyberry successor of Steve that you have. It looks like a magical dress. I mean, if you look at the Hollyberry Kingdom's clothes style, a lot of them wear big poofy dresses that go down to their feet. And as much as it would be cool to see her rocking like a ball gown in the middle of the woods, I think she would probably be wearing a short skirt if she wants to get around easier. Just to get, because she's not a princess. She's a peasant. She's a doctor-ish kind of healer person. So I guess a magical girl's dress would be better fitting for her, and she'd still like not stick out like a sore thumb in her own kingdom. And like, yeah, why not have a magical girl who'll dump healing berry juice over your paper cuts? Well, I'm looking at it in the sense that Spider Sugar as an ancient instead of is her beast counterpart. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, I love that. I'm definitely gonna try and improve on her costume a little bit better. Maybe I need to shrink this little section or bring it up closer. Because it's making her chest look a little long for some reason. If I bring it up a bit. The part marks a bit. Yeah, there we go. Now it's a little better. Now she's showing even more leg. How scandalous. I don't know, maybe the more rich, pompous people of Hollyberry be like, she's showing too much leg. How scandalous. Does she have no shame for a doctor? Also, Ghost like Cookie's a student. She's not a warrior or royalty, at least not until she gets her memory back. She's just a student. Nice. She'll be crying on the inside like I am when I go to school. Sweet and sour are said to be two opposite sides of the flavor spectrum, so I think you're right. Okay. I learned that from Food Theory. I didn't know there was a flavor spectrum opposite. But alright, now we gotta do her hair. No, back to Pinterest But since she is from Hollyberry, she has to have a berry name, or at least a berry flavor. Actually, with healing. You watch their video about eating the most sour things in the world for nothing. Oh, elderberry, strawberries, elderberry, cranberries, strawberries, blackberries. You will cry from laughter. That sounds very funny. What is goji berries? What do goji berries? Maybe after the stream I'll watch it. Oh, goji berries. Alright, let's just look at other berries. Guys, I'm looking at a list of berry names like elderberry, blueberry, mulberry, raspberries, goji berries. At the very bottom of the list, banana. Dr. Blueberry Cookie or Healer Berry. Yeah, maybe. Although I'm not gonna flat out just put or Doctor maybe. Your mic sounds like it's working now. It's not cutting out as much as we started. Yay! Let's freaking go. Alright, acai berry? Because then you're gonna have to incorporate the berries into their clothing somehow, into their hair. What huckleberry is the name? I actually found out from my own research that the rarest type of berry is cloudberry. I'm gonna use that for my cookie. Darn it, okay. Alright. You claimed the name first, alright. Apparently that was kind of I'm just looking at legendaries now. Blueberry. Blue cloudberry. Cookie. Me. Blue healer cookie. Healer cookie. Instead a blue color healer. You know what? For now we're just gonna call her Hero of Passion. I'm not entirely sure what. Because we have Princess Cookie. And Princess Cookie lives in the Hollyberry Kingdom. And yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna put off the berries for now. Just find a hairstyle. I was thinking Star Pepper would be a belly dancer habit. Yeah, I guess so. That just leaves more skin for like spicy winds to like eat at her. Because I'm thinking belly dancer and you're standing in like a chilly windstorm, and you're like, well, there's just even more place for hot chili pepper spice things to get on me. But yeah, you could. I'd like to see a ballet dancer. I mean, there is Lilac Cookie, but I'd like to see more. What would be a good counterpart for Ghost like Rebirth? Out opposite of Rebirth. What is it? Gooseberry cookie? I'm trying to think. What's the opposite for that? I guess maybe permanence? Rebirth. Permanence. But yeah, maybe she has like. For now, these will just be placeholders for whatever berry she's gonna have. I don't know. She has like berry earrings of some kind. Um, maybe I'll. Rebirth shouldn't be the opposite, but the end of the end of like the act. They're turning out to be adorable. They may be, yeah, they're very adorable. Medicinal berries are cranberries. You know what? She'll either be elderberry or cranberry cookie. Of degeneration. That could. Mhm. now cran. Now cranberry wasn't good. Oh man. Well, I guess her name might be Elderberry then, which is funny because she's not even that old. She's pretty young. But elderberries, yeah, they're normally known for like their healing. I don't know. I drink elderberry tea when I'm sick, so of course, maybe she has like facts in there. Okay, so I have to go eat. See y'all later. Alright, bye, Candy Apple. Hoping I'll be back. I might end soon because I also have family plans for Father's Day too, so I really want to do a blueberry because I think she would look good. Yeah, maybe. Maybe blues or purples. There's a lot of pinks. Reddish pinks. Maybe we can do more purples, I guess. An elderberry is usually seen as dark purple. You could have a somewhat hidden eye. Look at this cutie patootie. She may be the smallest cookie, but she she will beat you up and then heal you because. Alright, I think you've learned your lesson. And then she'll just heal you afterwards. Alright, I think. No, I don't think I have any right now. Alright. Yeah. So, I think I will stream tomorrow because I'm gonna take a small break from work tomorrow by DoorDash. I can do that. And hopefully in that time I can do the final cookies because I'd love to get to them before like this idea just disappears from my brain forever. So yeah, these are the cookies we have so far. We have the hero of one of these three emotions because I still haven't decided. It might be peace or empathy because I think love might be a little bit too close to passion, but it might be peace or empathy. So yeah, we have the healer of peace slash and or empathy, and we have the hero of justice who might be Silverblade or Segi. One of those two names. I really need to improve this one. He's looking a little underwhelming compared to her right now. Yeah, hopefully we can get some more cookies tomorrow. And hopefully my computer doesn't like just act up all weird tomorrow. But see you all later, and I hope you are having a nice Father's Day. See ya!